What if a global disaster meant saving humanity? With poop. Picture this. The world is on the brink of collapse. Crops are dead, supermarkets are empty. Zombies? Nope, worse. We've lost our gut microbes, poop microbes, and the end of the world. Sounds like a weird indie movie plot, right? But no, this is 100% real. A group of scientists is working to save the world by freezing poop. Yep, our good old friend might just be humanity's most precious asset. Because inside that stinky little masterpiece lies a treasure. The gut microbiome, an ecosystem of bacteria, viruses, and fungi that help us digest, fight disease, and even regulate mood. The Global Poop Vault. Just like the Global Seed Vault in Svalbard, Norway, you know, the place so cold even penguins wear thermals. Now there's a new project, the Microbiota Vault, also called the Microbial Noah's Ark. A global poop bank collecting frozen stool samples to preserve our ancient gut biodiversity. Unofficial slogan? Freezing today's crap to save tomorrow's lives. Why store poop? Because our modern lifestyle, fast food, excessive antibiotics, over-sanitized everything, is wrecking our internal ecosystems. And guess what? You can't prime deliver a healthy microbiome. Since World War II, we've seen a sharp rise in metabolic diseases, allergies, autoimmune disorders, and scientists are pointing fingers at your gut. We're literally falling apart from the inside out. It's not just about humans. The Microbiota Vault isn't just about human bowels. It's also about agricultural microbes, the invisible helpers in our soil devastated by pesticides and monoculture farming. So yes, the future of biodiversity may just flush through your toilet. Their goal? 10,000 stool samples by 2029. So far, they've collected 1,400, all frozen at -80 degrees Celsius in a prototype vault located at the University of Zurich. Because apparently Switzerland is now the official headquarters of poop preservation. What if a global disaster strikes? Let's say a global catastrophe hits. Nuclear war, asteroid, or worse, the Wi-Fi goes out, crops collapse, biodiversity vanishes, and our gut microbes, gone like the dinosaurs. But thanks to this poop vault, we might just get a second chance. A microbe reboot, a new, cleaner, smellier dawn. Who funds a poop bank? Now here's the catch. It's hard to convince donors to fund a vault full of frozen turds. But the scientists are hopeful. In 100 years, these microbes could literally save lives. And if we don't preserve them now, they might disappear forever. As Martin Blazer, one of the project's researchers, put it, if key elements of the microbiome vanish like the dodo, we won't be able to restore them unless we store them safely. Translation: if we lose our good gut bugs, we're screwed, and not in the fun way. In the end, Earth's salvation might not come from superheroes, but from a tiny frozen jar full of poop. So next time your stomach rumbles, remember you might be walking around with the blueprint of humanity's survival in your belly. Or your next bowel movement. If you love insane but scientific scenarios like this one, hit that subscribe button to Crazy Maybe. We ask the questions no one dares to ask, and answer them with a delicious combo of science and sarcasm. Smash that like. Drop a comment. What kind of backup bank should we build next in case of global disaster? We're voting for a global meme vault. You? Toilet trivia. Literally, 1 gram of poop contains more bacteria than there are stars in the Milky Way. Who knew galaxies could stink? Indigenous tribes have way more diverse gut microbiomes than city folks. Translation: nature's better for your butt. In the near future, we might get a Tinder for fecal transplants. Swipe right for compatible microbes. Extra scene: the day poop saved the world, year 2129. After the great synthetic gluten collapse, humanity is on its knees. No more crops, no more bread, no more probiotics. But deep under a frozen mountain in Switzerland, a group of rogue scientists opens the last working vault on Earth, the Global Poop Bank. The future is written in poop. Scientist number 1, excited. Sample number 427. This guy ate legumes. we can rebuild an entire pre-industrial gut ecosystem. Scientist number 2, in awe, smell that microbial balance. It's a perfect bacterial profile. Real science facts. Poop is a big deal. Okay, back to real life for a sec, because poop, while socially taboo, is actually a scientific goldmine. Here are 5 bizarre but totally real ways poop is saving science. 1. Fecal transplants save lives. Suffering from gut infections like Clostridium difficile, a fecal transplant from a healthy donor can restore balance and health. Yeah, sometimes one man's poop is another man's miracle cure. 2. Scientists smell panda poop for hormone tracking to figure out when pandas are ready to mate. More poop sniffing equals more panda babies equals more cuteness online. You're welcome, Internet. 3. NASA studies astronaut poop to monitor health in space. Because when gravity's gone, you still gotta go. 4. Paleontologists love fossilized poop, aka coprolites. Yup, ancient dino dumps tell us what T-Rex had for lunch. Spoiler, definitely not gluten-free crackers. 5. Ancient farmers used human poop as fertilizer, and it worked. Sure, it smelled like regret, but harvests? Legendary. Life from stool. Scientist number 3, with Gandalf energy. With these strains of bacteroids, we can bring back the real tomato, the one that actually had taste. Scientist number 4, smiling. And maybe, just maybe, real pizza, with gluten, crunchy crust, and a perfectly balanced gut. If today you learned that your daily dump could one day reboot civilization, smash that like and hit subscribe to Crazy Maybe. We make science less boring and a whole lot smellier.